Want to know if it's worth maxing out NPC connections in episode 1 of Death Stranding 2? In this video, I'll show you exactly what each one unlocks at levels 2, 3, 4, and 5, and some of these are seriously powerful. Let's start with Ciudad Nudo del Norte. At level 2, you unlock the Machine Pistol, a lightweight, fast-firing weapon with solid damage against BTs, humans, and machines. Level 3 gives you the silenced version, perfect for stealth approaches. At level 4, you get the Big Bore handgun, arguably the strongest weapon in episode 1. It can one-shot enemies and deals massive damage to BTs. At level 5, you unlock the Norberto Puente hologram and patch 31, the Mexican crypto biome, a cosmetic upgrade for your structures and backpack. Moving on to Villa Libre, also known as La Madre. Level 1 gives you the PCC level 1 to start building structures. Level 2 unlocks the custom electric rod, a powerful melee weapon that also works as a throwable. Level 3 upgrades it to the high voltage rod with increased damage. Level 4 gives you the twin rod, delivering fast chained hits in melee. And at level 5, you receive La Madre's hologram and patch 54, Chiral Rodent. At the C1 South Distribution Center, you start with Blood Grenade level 1 and the Timefall Shelter. At level 2, you unlock the EX Grenade, a low damage weapon mostly useful for stunning enemies. Level 3 improves the Blood Grenade to level 2, increasing its damage to BTs. Level 4 unlocks the Assault Rifle level 2 with more ammo capacity, my third favorite weapon in episode 1. And at level 5, you get Benjamin Rivera's hologram and patch 25, Smile. Over at the former Geophysics Research Lab, level 1 enhances your Odra deck with anti-BT firmware. Level 2 adds armor to the Tricruiser, helping you survive high-speed crashes while transporting lost cargo. Level 3 gives you a lightweight assault rifle that takes up less cargo space. And at level 4, you get version 2 of that rifle, with grenade launching capability and more ammo, making it my second best weapon in this episode. Level 5 unlocks 2 holograms, Deadman and Alex Weatherstone, and patch 57 Tricruiser. Now for the artist. If you're struggling to find her, her location is included in the optimized route video. At level 1, you unlock Coyote Brown and bright yellow color data. Level 2 adds navy blue and volcano orange, while level 3 gives you desert pink and ghost green. At level 4, you unlock express purple, signal green, and the Odra Dex auto defense enhancement. Finally, level 5 adds Lauren Size hologram, patch 49, BT Magniceps, and more colors like sandy tan and rose pink. These don't affect gameplay, but they're great for customizing your vehicles. And lastly, the Bokka. At level 1, you get trekking boots that offer better durability and make carrying heavy loads easier. Level 2 unlocks the Sticky Gun, an incredibly fun and useful weapon that lets you grab cargo from a distance without moving too much. Level 3 gives you patch 9 Porter. At level 4, you unlock a Porter backpack accessory that lets you detect other porters nearby, though they're hard to spot. And finally, level 5 unlocks the Bokka hologram and patch 42 Porter. Now that you've seen what each NPC unlocks at every connection level, the next question is, how do you actually max them out quickly without spending hours running in circles? This optimized route is built to help you max out NPC connections in episode 1 by delivering lost cargo efficiently without wasting time. You'll follow a large loop across the region, picking up cargo, delivering it without any backtracking, and gaining levels and likes with each pass. It's the fastest way to unlock rewards without the grind. We'll begin at the former Geophysics Research Lab since that's where you get your first vehicle. But once you understand the full loop, you can actually start from any point on the route. Let's map out the full circuit so you can follow it easily. Be sure to scan frequently with your radar and grab any cargo that's along or near your path. If it's too far off, leave it for the return trip. Here are a few tips before starting the route. First, leave behind any cargo you don't need. No weapons or health items. Just keep your boots equipped and bring at least 4 PCCs. These will be useful for placing generators or post boxes when needed to store cargo smartly. I'll let you know exactly when to use them during the route. Second, when you're riding the trike and trying to pick up something near a wall or large rock, slow down. If you crash or die, you'll restart from your last save. That brings us to the next tip. Always save after delivering cargo at a station. That way, if something goes wrong, you won't lose a lot of progress. And finally, if you're in a risky situation with your cargo, take it slow. If you need to get off the vehicle to stay safe, do it. Now let's go over the route itself. We've just left the research lab, so we'll follow our path forward. These 2 cargo items you see here, we won't pick them up yet. We'll grab them on the return trip, so just keep moving ahead. On this section, I will speed it up so that you can understand the route and only slow it when there is something important to mention or a tweak or fix to the route I noticed when doing it. At this point, it's a good idea to check your cargo. See if you have anything to deliver to the distribution center, or any cargo for the research lab that you can store and pick up later when we return to this spot along the route. At the artist location, just deliver any cargo meant for her. We won't be returning here on the way back. In this specific spot, I recommend placing a ladder to pick up this item quickly. It regenerates often, so you'll come here repeatedly. In the forest area that follows, there are no packages, so move through it as fast as possible and head straight to the hill. Don't waste time searching. At Via Libre, only deliver cargo meant for her since we won't be back until we restart the route. In this next part, I made a mistake. After picking up this package, we should have continued forward. I marked the route incorrectly as this highlighted area never has any cargo. So instead, go back to the last package we picked up and continue from there. Keep in mind that in the Via Libre zone, we need to collect all cargo in a single pass since we won't loop back until the next run. As you can see, we're now carrying a lot, and there's a post box nearby, so use it to store Via Libre cargo. It'll be easy to grab and deliver later. Remember those PCCs we mentioned earlier? We're now putting them to use for post boxes and generators we'll need along the way. Around this point, I noticed another route fix. The way I marked to enter the enemy protected area wasn't ideal, so I corrected it and remarked the route from here to the end. Please follow the updated path and pause the video if needed. At the enemy camp, there are 3 spots where lost cargo regularly respawns. You can either fight them to retrieve it or do what I'm doing here, take the risk and go in fast. Just remember to save beforehand. We'll place another post box soon so we can keep picking up items. In this zone, you might want to store via Libre cargo here as well. It's nearby, and we'll be delivering it soon to Ciudad Nudo del Norte. When you reach the toll zone, make sure to approach this hill and use your radar. Sometimes you'll find lost cargo on the way up that's worth picking up. If nothing shows up, just head back down and continue along the main route. If you follow the route we mapped out and keep tapping L1 to scan with your radar, you'll spot most of the lost cargo items along the way. On your first run, make sure to bring a couple PCCs. After that, you'll already have generators and post boxes in place to speed things up. You can definitely do this route on foot if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. It takes a lot more time to complete that way. In the section where you fight the gazers, you'll come across a ton of lost cargo. I highly recommend building a post box here to store everything you find. Most of it is meant for other zones later in the route. In this recording, I didn't store enough cargo and had to backtrack just to free up space. But don't worry, that won't happen to you if you're prepared. Remember the 2 lost cargo items I mentioned at the beginning? Now it's time to pick them up. We're almost at the end of the route. And finally, here's the full marked route with all the fixes I mentioned throughout the video. Feel free to pause and reuse it as needed. Just keep in mind that lost cargo takes a bit of time to respawn, so between runs, I recommend heading to any enemy camp, testing out your new weapons, and then starting the route again from beginning to end. Following this route just a couple of times can get you all the way to level 5 with every major NPC in episode 1. If this helped, drop a like and let me know in the comments what your favorite unlock has been so far. Don't forget to subscribe, I've got more Death Stranding 2 guides, tips, and trophy routes coming very soon.